Yo, what is going on, guys? Christian and Christopher back with another video, man. And today we will be discussing the truth about pretty much body dysmorphia, face dysmorphia, just issues with your self-image on specifically the bulk, because, you know, me and Christopher have been bulking for 3 months or so, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less, give or take. But, you know,
long. Actually, it has been over 3 months now, man.
It's been 3 months, man?
It's January 30, bro.
Yeah. So we've been bulking for 3 months, man, and maybe not everybody experiences the severity that we experience when we go on a cut and a bulk, but, you know, with a person like me where, you know, with my genetics and stuff, I tend to retain a lot of fluid in my face. There's a very intense change that kind of comes about whenever I start a bulk, that can honestly skew your, I guess, your mental a little bit, man. I mean, bro, sorry, I can't talk. It can skew your mental a little bit when you're going on a bulk, and it might honestly stop you from bulking and stuff. And I just kind of want to discuss my own experience, the things that I've kind of done to kind of cope with it, the things that I found, I guess, that helped me kind of forget about it and just kind of accept it, you know, that it's part of the process and whatnot. But man, where should we start with this one?
Well, let's begin with,
because there's a lot to honestly address with this one. I could talk about this for like hours, to be honest with you.
To be honest, guys, like, I guess we can start with the fact, okay, what's the difference between how people treat you when you're lean? Let's just say when you're like, you know, you got like a little bit more of a chiseled look, versus like when you're more puffy, right? Because carbohydrates are going high. You might be having more salt because maybe you're eating more ramen or something. You know, you're eating out more, you feel me? You're throwing in the fast food here and there. All these things, your electrolytes are out of whack. And maybe you're running six. That's fine.
No, but you might be running some 677. You might be running some fluid retaining compounds, PEDs, things that retain water, or you might just be having a lot of salt and carbohydrates. They're gonna retain all water and stuff. So,
yeah, man.
And yes, it is raining. It's actually kind of loud. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. We might have to cut. We might have to cut.
Or maybe we could honestly just.
I don't think people will watch, bro. Yeah, maybe y'all would watch just for the entertainment.
Yeah, maybe we just gotta get closer and stuff. Alright, so yes, we are up in your face now, but
yeah,
you know, we will.
This is what we mean, man. Look at the water retention, bro.
Honestly, this
chubby
is
cheeks and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is actually a good day for me.
But
which
that's
is
how bad
surprising.
that's how bad it is. The fact that this is a good day means that this is bad.
No,
so y'all might be like, bro, you look fat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if people would think that, but they're just like, guys, I know in every video you guys have just seen us honestly looking like this. Every time we've uploaded, it's just kind of been like a bold state. I don't think we've ever uploaded when we were genuinely lean. There was one video where we did upload when we were kind of lean, but Christopher had a crazy cortisol look.
And not just that, but I think we already like privated that video.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh, never mind then.
But we can. I mean, maybe there's some footages that we'll like post one day, because we recorded a lot during our cut too. So, but they were more personal videos. But like maybe like there'll be some good clips there that I might actually upload, so y'all can get a little bit of a better look, so you can see, okay, that's actually how bro looks when he's leaning. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
but face dysmorphia.
Let's go back to it.
Yeah, face dysmorphia, man. It is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? And depending on who you are, if you got a lot of friends and stuff, maybe you've always been fat, maybe it won't really affect you like that, right? But once you get a taste of the lean life, you never want to go back.
Yeah, it's honestly hard, bro.
You know,
like,
you never want to.
You know, you hear people saying online like lean is law. You need a lean max. You need a deep blow.
Love is love. Life is love.
You need a deep blow, man. And all this stuff, right? People care about their facial aesthetics, especially when like you're young, right? Yeah. Let's be honest here. Most of you guys that are watching this video probably are around, let's just say 15 to 25, right? 15 to 25. And when you're in that range as a guy, like honestly, facial aesthetics matter a lot. Because I feel like when you're older, you have other things that honestly take priority over just your looks. Because maybe you have kids, maybe you already have a wife, you already settled down, you have like a career and stuff. At least usually you have a career. So you're not really worried about, you know, I guess the external as much, right? But when you're at this age, man, the external matters a lot, you know.
It does,
it affects honestly everything, right? It affects jobs. It affects how you carry yourself. It affects your interactions, you know, with girls. Even interactions with guys, you know.
Everything,
everything, man.
Everything. Like, it really does affect you a lot. Like, I mean, it's really bad, man. Like
Mhm.
you can actually lose your head, low key, like go insane. And
Yeah, and
stuff.
I know you guys might be saying, bro, how are you losing your head just because of your looks, bro? It's not that serious. It's not that
And we
serious.
all want to feel that way.
And it's easy to.
Sometimes we can't feel another way, man.
Nah,
Like,
yeah, and I was gonna also.
because of a lot of the stuff that we were like when we were kids, I assume, right? So
Yeah.
maybe like we feel a little insecure, We're not trying to get bullied again, right?
Yeah.
We're not trying to get bullied again. That's the deep.
Yeah, because let's be honest here, boys. Like, the uglier you are, the worse that just people treat you. Even if you act the exact same, you could have the exact same personality, and people are still gonna honestly judge you just on how you look. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so when people are starting to switch up on how they talk to you, it starts getting into your head, man. That negative reinforcement from just people.
But it also, Christian, it's also not even so much like, because these days it's not so much people are actually telling you straight up. It's just the difference you see in the people, right?
No,
Like,
yeah,
for example,
it's not like when you're in school where people will be blunt with you.
But now it's just more like they actually leave you alone, like as in you're not attractive anymore.
Yeah,
buddy. Like,
that, and also when you do interact with people, there's just a difference between when you're, I guess, conventionally attractive or at least more attractive, and then when you start degrading in looks, man.
and actually, can you speak about like your experience with females and stuff, man? Because
Yeah, man.
this might get controversial, but let's just speak the facts because anecdotally this is what happened. And stuff.
No, yeah,
And so
I'm gonna
guys-
speak from experience, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna speak from experience because it's happened to me. I would say 3 times, man. 3 times. So, when I've dropped weight and stuff, my facial aesthetics change a lot. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, it's like my face just deep. Like, the amount of facial structure, because my jaw is already pretty wide. Like, my face is pretty big. My head is big. Just everything is big. It's kind of like I have like a Native American kind of bone structure. Maybe not that intensely, but it's somewhat like that, right? My jaw when I'm lean is pretty squared.
Yeah,
So
he has like that Roblox head.
yeah, like a Roblox kind of head, you feel me? My cranium is just huge, right? So when I drop weight, and I don't even want to say this as a brag, man, because it's like,
the frame.
oh, yeah, I don't even want to say this as a brag, you feel me? Because I'm trying to be humble about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, and honestly, when I hear people say that, it's almost like, dude, you are bragging. So in a sense, this is kind of a brag, but I'm really not trying to come off like that, man.
No, you're just telling how.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say it how it is, though. Like, when you're conventionally attractive, man, aka, when I'm dropping weight and stuff and I'm looking lean, like the way that people treat me, especially girls, it's completely different. It's a 180, man. I used to I used to think that, you had to try, you had to this. Actually, no, I never really thought that. But I guess most people think that, right? Most people tell you, dude, you need to try, you need to this, you need to that. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you boys. Like, when you actually look pretty good, bro, there is no need to try. You feel me? There is no need to try. You could be shy. You could be introverted. You could be even a little weird. You could have weird tastes. And people are still going to find ways to talk to you. They're going to be in your vicinity. They'll be giving you looks. Customers is going to be trying to ask you questions that they already know the answer to. You're going to be finding customers going to aisles and following you around the store, man. Managers gonna start liking you. Other managers that are dudes are gonna start disrespecting you. And this is another thing too. Like, when you start looking this good and stuff, people are gonna get jealous, and obviously they're gonna get jealous. They're gonna be like, yo, who is this guy think he is? Because when we see somebody that, at least normally, if you don't bypass this kind of almost human instinct to almost wanna put somebody else down, you feel me? It's kind of almost just building us, right, man? Like, unless it's kind of like, liking a girl or something, you feel me? It's almost just building us, unless you almost like tell yourself in your brain what's happening and you almost understand what's going on, and you can just tell yourself, dude, stop, right? Because you can stop. You can try to almost avert, I guess, that emotion that you're feeling, right? But assuming you're not doing that, man, it's normal for guys to almost start wanting to either put you down or try to almost, size you up or spread rumors or, even start almost confronting you and stuff like that when you start pulling in too much, because they're like, yo, who is this guy think he is? Even if you're just minding your own business, man, even if you're just minding your own business, people are still going to be like, yo, he thinks he's all that, but he's really not all that, And I assume it's the same thing with girls too. I assume that other girls try to put other girls down. I'm not sure if it's more prevalent with the men. I would assume though, so just because of testosterone, you feel me? It makes people competitive. You got to take out somebody else so you can get, you know, a monopoly on all the females. Because if people start seeing that all the females are coming to you, it's like they're gonna be like, "Yo, this guy's taking everybody, bro. What are we getting, bro?" And nobody wants to feel like that. You feel me? Everybody wants to eat in this world. You feel me? But honestly, this world is kind of like a eat or be eaten type of world. You feel me? You either are on top or you're not on top. You feel me? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about the difference of being lean. Being lean, especially if you're lean and you look good, and especially with me, man. Like when I go in a bulk, I know guys right now you might be thinking, bro, what are you talking about? You guys ain't even ugly, bro. And yeah, we may not be ugly and stuff, but just the difference between being lean and stuff like that. And I don't even, and I even ask myself this, guys. I even ask myself this because I'll look at myself in the mirror. I'll look at myself in pictures, and yeah, I know that I've degraded in looks. I know I might have a little bit of a puffiness. I may have a little bit of water retention, but I almost am amazed at how much of a difference it is just going about my day and seeing the difference that I get treated in. You feel me? Because it's like when I'm lean, I have people literally like, you know, buying me stuff. And it's like when I'm bulked, where's everybody at? Nobody's buying me stuff. And I know that sounds privileged, bro. And it kind of is privileged. But when you look good, you are privileged. That is a privilege. You could be as broke as possible and you still are privileged, bro. Honestly, you know, if somebody were to say, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have top tier looks but kind of have like no money, or would you rather have a lot of money but no looks? You know, honestly,
Nah, I think money could honestly attain a lot, so I would probably
it could, but it would be all material, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess it would, unless you actually had like loyal people.
Because then people would be coming to you for just your money when you think about it. Compared to your looks, well, you can't take away your looks almost to an extent. So people are going to be there for you. But then again, you could say your looks is material.
That also is superficial in a sense. That's what I'm saying, though.
But that's the hard thing about being lean and, well, at least for me, right? Like, honestly, being lean, because of how superficial it is, because, you know, when you're bulking and stuff, it's like everybody leaves. So when I go on a cut and I see just how different I'm being treated, even on a cut, I start tweaking in my own head because I start thinking about my old self, and I think, where was the love shown for my old self? So it's almost hard for me, even on a cut, to almost accept the treatment that I'm getting. You feel me? Which is funny because it's like it's hard to accept it when I'm lean, but it's also hard to accept that I'm not getting it when I'm bulk. So in both scenarios, I'm in this dilemma. In one dilemma, I'm crying for my old self, and then in another dilemma, I'm crying that it has to be this way and that people can't see through the almost external. You feel me? But yeah, man, you know, not everybody's like that though. You know, some people, you know, they don't care as much for the external. I think we're like that. You know, at least for me, I'm pretty like that. You know, I always gave, honestly, more compassion for the people that kind of didn't really have too much. You feel me? Because it's like it wasn't always like this for me, especially me as like the twin. You feel me? Because when we were younger and stuff, it was kind of Christopher who was really, you know, bagging everybody. You feel me? I wasn't left with nothing. So when it kind of reversed when we got older and stuff, it was a shock, and I'm sure that it was a shock for Christopher too, because, you know, he went from like he didn't have to try at all, you feel me, to now he wasn't getting nothing, you know, and then if he was, it's like he had to try now, you feel me. It kind of reminds me of Soul Illuminati, you know, when he went bald, you feel me. Even though he went bald and he liked that he was bald, the fact that he had to actually try now, it's tough.
He had to try.
Yeah. Remember like the video that he dropped when he went like bald and stuff, and like he said, guys, I went on Tinder and stuff, and it's like I couldn't find anybody, and then he said that he was a doctor, but then they still ghosted him. Do you remember watching that video?
Nah, I actually didn't.
Bro, come on. Anyways, yeah, he dropped a video when he went bald and stuff, and he said that pretty much, you know, now he has to try. Back then he didn't have to try at all. That's exactly how it is. When you get to a certain look, I feel like you just don't have to try at all. It's
No,
so
yeah.
easy. It just comes to a platter. It comes like a platter. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, you know, people who came from that to now they actually gotta try. It's tough. I mean, I don't know if you want to speak about that.
Of what, man?
Just like the fact that like it's like you've noticed personally that as you've gotten older, it's actually been a little bit harder because back then, you know, girls were just calling you cute for no reason. Or
Yeah,
no,
that-
actually
that-
not. Okay, take it
No,
back.
I mean, they
Not for no reason,
elementary
but
school kind of, but yeah.
nah, but even like in high school and stuff,
Really?
right? Remember you had multiple girls like saying that you were 8, 9s,
Oh,
junior and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but what do you want me to talk about, man? What do you want me to talk about? I guess
Just tell me the difference on how it personally made you feel going from almost not having really to try to now it's like you felt like there wasn't, even when you were like almost feeling like you were good at you were feeling really good about yourself, it's like they weren't really coming like that anymore.
Yeah, man. For me personally, boys, I mean, I guess like for me when I was younger, like a lot, because I was like always my face was always a lot more softer in a way, like more like my eyes specifically. I don't know if it was really softer. I know when I was a kid it was, but once we hit puberty, obviously it actually took on more of a serious look. But it still kept slightly a cute look, so it was like serious but kind of cute almost for people.
Yeah, and Christopher didn't have that Roblox jaw. Like even when
Yeah.
we were babies, I look at his facial structure, and my structure was very like I had like chubby cheeks and like very like a wide kind of like this, like the cheekbones and stuff were just super wide. With Christopher, his face was always more narrow.
It was very narrow, man, like kind of like a heart head, a heart-shaped head almost, right? And it was like that all throughout, pretty much until like my senior year, I would say. And so, you know, during all those years and stuff, it was pretty easy every year for some person to come up and say, "Hey, she likes you. Hey, my friend is. Hey, what's your name?" Vibes. You know, like there was a lot of girls around and stuff. It's funny too because I've only ever been in one relationship, and that honestly wasn't even so much like looking back at it. It's not so much like I think I even really wanted to be in it. I kind of more like
I think
I think it was more just because I knew it was a new school, and I knew that I had to like change my ways in a way.
No, yeah,
and I had to see what it was about.
Yeah, because at that time, when we had entered 8th grade, we had entered a new middle school,
Yeah.
and so our old self, we tried to destroy our old self, which honestly was actually really our old, like how we really were like. You feel me? I'm not saying that we weren't like how we were in 8th grade, because we do have it in us to be like how we were in 8th grade. But in 8th grade, we really tried to erase that old self. You know, the quiet self, the more serious, the monotoneness. We tried to erase, bro. You know, we wanted to be finally like on top. You feel me?
We wanted to have clout, man.
We wanted to have clout. We wanted to have friends.
We wanted to not be seen as the quiet kids. We wanted to, for once, actually hang out with like the top.
And be considered, I guess, normal. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because growing up and stuff, we were always kind of seen as like the outcast. We were seen as like, oh, those guys are quiet. Those guys are a little weird. Those guys don't really talk too much. So we wanted to destroy that. We wanted to make sure that nobody was going to be calling us quiet this time around. So for me personally, I started taking on more of a class clown vibe. For Christopher, he didn't really have to do the class clown thing.
I just
but,
also had to have the looks because
Yeah, and
like,
it's
I
like-
had lost a lot of weight,
Yeah,
and
you lost-
like, you know, losing that weight, and as well as like, drinking a lot of water and clearing my skin, and you know, just essentially pretty much making sure that I had like the most glossy, smooth out, but
aesthetic.
almost aesthetic vibes, like, you know, TikTok boy vibes. Like I had to, you know, in those days, like I did all that, whatever, and you know, girls loved it, man. Girls loved it and stuff. All the
Yeah.
girls were like now trying to hit me up,
Uh-huh.
and I don't even know if I realized almost the significance of it at the time. I
Nah,
don't know if
I think
did I,
you,
man?
I think
can't
you kind
remember.
of subconsciously did, because I remember you were playing Wanna You, and you felt like almost the lyrics were relating to you.
I have to play it back. I don't even remember what
Bro,
those
come
was.
on. All right, anyways, man. Or like I guess that was Want to You is probably the most song that I can think of that I guess kind of described, bro, because it's like back then the girls didn't want, bro, but now they did. So it kind of was almost like I said, it was like kind of like how I felt when I get lean, where it's like
But that was the summer, bro. I was really about to break up. Nah,
Oh.
but anyways, continue on. Yeah, man. So it was a lot different.
And then senior year is kind of when it changed and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know really exactly what changed. Like, do you know? Like, maybe it was my
In my
beard.
opinion,
Maybe it was my beard.
in
maybe-
my opinion, it was because you had reached a such. Because guys, when Christopher entered senior year, he had reached a crazy leanness that nobody had ever seen before. That was the first time that Christopher actually had
model like almost
like a model like physique. You feel me? Especially for the time, especially for high school.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody that even came close in terms of the aesthetics that bro had. So when he came back, I think personally, this is what I believe, is that it gets to a point, because it gets to a point where like you look so good that girls just don't even approach you anymore, because they assume that why would you specifically go for them specifically, right? Especially because we don't wear makeup for most guys, right? Like we don't wear makeup at all, right? We're just naturally like how we look is how we look. There's no makeup going
we
on.
just wake up, splash water.
No,
like,
exactly. And keep in mind, for girls, I assume most of them wear makeup. Let's be honest here. Most of you guys wear makeup. So
you're doing your little hair, 30 minutes.
no,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Foundation, this, that.
Yeah,
that.
so in a way, when you present yourself to society, you're almost presenting like a facade, because it's not really who you are. It's not, when you take the makeup off, that is not how you actually genuinely look like coming out of bed, right? So when I think girls see that, and I can't speak for girls, maybe you guys can comment down if girls are watching this.
Please don't hate this, guys.
Yeah, please don't hate this. We're not trying to almost like, I guess get people offended and stuff. But hey, if you get offended, then that means maybe you're speaking the truth. You feel me? But anyways, going back to what I was gonna say, I feel like it's because when you guys look at a guy that genuinely looks crazy good, you can't take that away from him. That's just how bro's built, right? You look at his physique, you look at his face, and it's like there's no facade there. There's no like almost like inflatable vibes. There's no paint put on the face. It's just beauty and it's just beauty, I guess, at that point. You feel me? Especially guys. I mean, let's be honest here. With us guys, man, it's hard for us to look good, to be honest with you. That's more of a female thing, to look really good and stuff.
Most guys
we
just
have to kind of compensate for like money, status,
Physique.
physique, stuff like that. So if your face is really good as a guy, it's like and you have a physique too, and you have status and money, bro, it's really over. It's like at that point you monopolize everything. You feel me? You monopolize everything.
Yeah, you have it kind of easy when you think of it.
Yeah, I would even dare say if you're like an attractive guy, you actually have it easier than even being an attractive girl. Or nah, you don't think that?
I think so, yeah. I mean, because like as a guy, just in society, for a lot of things, like how you look is how you treat a type. With females, they can get away being fives and stuff because guys are just guys and
yeah
stuff.
we like with the testosterone and stuff, it kind of makes you almost like see a 5 as maybe a 7 or something. You feel me?
If you're super twisted in the head, but with guys, like, there's not with guys, there's not like a facade you can really put on. It's like either you're hired or you're not type. It's like they're not gonna give you second chances, especially the older you get. Maybe you're like 17 or something, because they're like, he's a teenager.
No, yeah.
But not when you're in your 20s anymore, man.
At least I don't think. 20s is like that age where you kind of are like, you really have to make it or you don't make it at all. I feel like. But correct me, guys, if I'm wrong or something. Give me some advice too, because I could use it. Man. Going back to the topic though, now that we discussed everything about being lean, looks, this, that, the third, experiences, let's go back to actually what we were going to originally talk about. Or I guess we were talking about actually what we're going to talk about. But now let's go on the bulk side, you feel me? Because we talked about the leanness, we talked about the treatment, this, that, and the third. But let's talk about the bulk. So, assuming that you're the type that holds a lot of fat in your face, or you hold a lot of water, because I do see some guys, they can run high body fat, and yet their face doesn't really change too much. But assuming that you don't have, I guess, the craziest fat distribution genetics, where you don't hold a lot of water, you don't hold a lot of fat in your face, when you bulk, it's gonna take a toll on the facial aesthetics. It's gonna take a toll on the facial aesthetics stuff. And you might say, oh, but the physique can compensate. Yeah, it can compensate.
It can compensate for sure. But some of us, man, we don't want. Well,
we don't really regret.
I mean, this is more for us because I know
Yeah.
a lot of guys actually do show their physique, and
No, yeah.
even if they don't really have a physique, there's people
They're fine showing off the physique. You feel
and
me?
I guess we can segue into our personal take on it because
Yeah.
we personally are never the type to necessarily have a physique out because it's almost cringe. But it's not cringe because it's like cringe. It's just cringe because like you almost feel like bro, I feel exposed. Like,
yeah, it's like an
I'm
exposure.
not really like I don't got something to hide me. I
I
like
feel
the-
like all eyes are on you and stuff
yeah,
like
because
that.
most of the time I'm trying to kind of stay hidden almost. It's funny. It's very almost paradoxical.
No,
because
yeah,
it's like
there's
you're
a
trying
lot
to
of
stay hidden.
oxymorons, bro.
There's a lot of oxymorons. We're a walking contradiction sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because we're conflicted with ourselves. Like
Mm-hmm.
we want to be we want to almost be seen, but at the same time we ain't really trying to be seen. You feel?
Yeah,
me?
at the same time.
So it's very funny that actually.
Mhm.
Now I think about it.
Yeah, man. And you might say, bro, you need to stop. You need to just show it off and stuff to compensate on the boat. Yes, I will say you probably should, just so it can balance everything out. But sometimes it's a little hard, especially
And not
with
just
us.
that, but especially it's the winter. Like nobody's.
It's the winter, man. It's cold.
It's too cold. Bro.
You don't
Where's
want to be.
like the veins are gonna be shrouded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like kind of when you see yourself pumped, right? Like when you see yourself pumped, for some people they gotta have that pump cover, man, before they show the pump. For some people, they never even take the pump cover off. They literally keep the pump cover on, aka us. That's aka us. Like we're the type that we could have a crazy pump underneath the pump cover, but we still are like
having the pump cover.
yeah, we're still having the pump cover and stuff, man. So then that pretty much just leaves the face to be shown.
Yeah.
And let's be honest here, on a boat, especially with us, like, bro, we hold a lot of water.
So it really does make you just feel like that much. I'd say the only saving thing is maybe like when you feel really full in your skin.
Yeah, that's the only
That's
time.
the only time you feel really actually like, you know what? I got like a moon face, but it really doesn't
But
matter
but
too much.
but it's going to my goals. You feel me? It's going to my goals.
Yeah.
I'm getting size. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting stronger and stuff. But if you don't have that, man, let's just say you've been having a bad week at the gym. Maybe you lost some strength or something. Maybe you've been flat or something, bro.
Maybe you're eating trash, so you got like a doughy vibe.
Yeah, you got a soft vibe. Maybe you've trashed your insulin and stuff. You're gonna feel a little bad about yourself, man. Especially during the transition. I feel like I'm not sure. You guys can comment, I guess, on how you guys progress on your bulks. But with me, it seems like by a month in, I pretty much have the bulked face. You feel me? You might say, "Oh, but you're bulking a little too crazy."
Did you bulk too crazy the first month?
I'm trying to think, man.
Alright,
Okay, when I started this bulk, man, I was 172. I think a month in, I was only like 180. I guess if I had some water retention going on, I could be like 188, 185 or so. But I mean, I only gained like 8 pounds or so. And my face was already taking a toll by that point. So no, I wouldn't really say I had a crazy.
Yeah, you kind of didn't when I think about it.
And same with you. I mean, bro still had a 4-pack and stuff, and 6-pack actually, and you were holding water and stuff in your face,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I literally started holding water my first week bulking, bro. Like, remember that picture
Yeah,
I showed my dad?
Christopher held water quickly. Like carbohydrates really make him hold a lot of water in his face. I personally don't necessarily well, I mean, they hold water for me, but I feel like it's more like intra kind of muscular type of water. It's not really facial water. I feel like facial is more either hormones like estrogen, maybe a prolactin vibe, or a sodium. Sodium also holds probably one of the worst.
Because I noticed that when I eat a lot of bananas, like, I feel almost like it actually kind of gives me lean.
Yeah, like today, for example, I don't necessarily feel too bloated and stuff, and I eat like
It's
2
probably-
bananas.
It's probably the bananas then.
Yeah, man. Did we talk everything about the bulk, man?
I mean, this video could go on too long, man. I think we said enough, to be honest. We kind of gave like our story about like how we personally feel about it, and you guys will make your own interpretations with that. You know, comment down below like what you guys feel on a bulk, if you
Because
are
everything's
bulking.
different. I remember when I was trying to really gain size, like when I was young and stuff, when I was building on my physique, so like 16, 17, 15, entering freshman year and stuff, I didn't care about moon face. I didn't care about being a little bloated. I just wanted to be big. I just wanted to like fill out shirts. So for me, facial aesthetics didn't matter at all. But I feel like once you have the physique, it's kind of like, because you already have the physique, it's like now you have the facial aesthetics with it. So when you lose, like, okay, so if you cut down, right, and you have the facial aesthetics with the physique.
Honestly, no, Christian. I actually know what it was because I never heard you complaining, even in senior year, really about, dude, I feel so moody. Like, yeah, you would meme on it, but like you weren't like this time where it actually really took a toll on your mental and like gave you actually problems, to the point of tears type. Like, it was never like that. First time that really happened was that change from Psycho Zero and stuff. So it actually happens. This is what I mean, though. You'll forever have body dysmorphia once you reach a new leanness. You know, and for me it was I would, well, it was when I cut down 2022 or whatever, when I was a junior entering senior year. Like, after that, yeah, I had some pretty crazy body dysmorphia. Like, I felt really, really round and stuff after that.
Man, so I guess there is almost.
Yeah, continue.
I was gonna say, I guess getting lean almost is a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah, like, you feel so amazing, but there's
But it's
always
like-
gonna be the low when you don't have it anymore, you know?
Yeah, unless you want to maintain like that lean physique forever,
Yeah.
right? And some people might be fine with that, right?
I think most people probably are. Like, most people just want to have a nice little tone look, you know, and that's cool, whatever. But, you know, you do really have to sacrifice the vanity if you actually want to get, like, progressively just more
Yeah, if you want to,
bigger and, like,
yeah.
actually get bodybuilder status. Like,
yeah, if you want
kind of have to.
if you
like-
want to progress in the gym, you have to get a little bit uglier. Like,
But
you-
at the same time, with everything, it balances itself out. As in, the more almost you sacrifice for the bulk, the more you'll actually receive when you do cut back down, right? When you think of it.
no, yeah, when you do think about it, it is like that.
So
Because that means when you go on a cut, not only you're gonna be better and
drier,
bigger,
denser, full.
yeah, but also your facial aesthetics will come out even more. I
Because
feel
maybe you
like.
actually like hypertrophied, right? Hypertrophied
Hypertrophied
your
your
face. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So when it sinks in and all the fat and water gets out, it's like, you know,
you look even that much better because now it's like you have a better physique with the face that you had all along before, you know. And
Yeah.
some would say, dude, it's all about face, but I feel like it's a little bit of both. You feel me? You can have the face and stuff, but what if the face is just the face, but then your body's very just skinny or is skinny fat?
But that's our perception, you know. A lot of people don't care.
I don't know. I think to an extent, every male kind of cares though.
Well,
like
most-
deep down.
They do, but you gotta keep in mind most people are average. Like, most people are just average.
So it's a bodybuilding dysmorphia.
Yeah, it's a bodybuilding perception. It's all how you see it. If everybody around you is like that, you don't actually perceive it that way. You know, or else everybody would literally be like, "Guys, I can't do this anymore." You know, but most people are just chilling. They're eating their cookout. They're enjoying the vibes. They're
That
enjoying,
is true. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they're going to work. You know,
I guess
they're
you're
making
really,
their coffee.
No, yeah, I guess it really is getting lean, bro. Because when you wake up every morning and it's like the first thing you see is your physique, and
And
you
you got
see how
crazy
dry, yeah, and you see how dry you are, and you see just how
And you're almost
how
like-
sucked in your face,
And you're
looks.
almost squinting your eyes as you're looking to the left,
yeah,
and you're checking the lines. Like,
yeah, and you see like the jawline popping, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an addiction. You get addicted to looking at that. So when you lose it, it's almost like
now you're fried.
now I don't even know if it's a maybe it's not even an addiction. It's not really an addiction. It's just like how would I put it? It's like kind of like if you went from like let's just say like you went from driving like a Ferrari to now you just went down to like a Corolla or something. And yes, we are in a Corolla, so that's why I wanted to say Corolla. You know, if you're used to
No. I said this.
Oh.
It's like going from like a Corolla
there's
to
no
now-
hate to the Corolla users. 'Cause
It's like going from like a Corolla Camry to now you're going to a Prius. Like, yes, the Prius is in a way better. The Bulk's in a way better
because
but you
it
still
has
have that-
more. Oh yeah, that's such a good, bro. That's such a. Wait,
Yeah.
is that what you were thinking, bro?
Yeah, that's what I
Because like the
thought.
gas mileage.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Yeah, what he's trying to say is like, you know how the Prius actually is better efficient
Overall,
Yeah.
like, deep down, it's actually better in a way.
because it doesn't look as good and it almost has a goofy look. AKA you on a boat, you kind of have a goofy vibe. It's like you almost, to an extent, almost want to go back to the Camry, even if the Camry isn't necessarily the most gas efficient, almost.
But because it's slim, it's nice,
It's sleek.
quick.
You know, we
You know.
like to almost see beauty in things, right? We like to see beauty in trees, nature. We like to see beauty in people, just beauty in things, material stuff, everything, man. So it's like we can't lie to ourselves. We can't lie to ourselves and say, oh yes, I want to pick up the less good looking model, or something like that, right? Unless it obviously has something else that, you know, is beauty in of itself, right? Because personality can be beautiful as well. But let's be honest, yeah, this is a long video, boys, but hey, this is a long topic.
Yeah.
But like I was going back with beauty and stuff, yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder to an extent, right? But let's be honest, the first thing people see is your face. Your face to an extent is an expression of yourself, is an expression to the world about yourself. You feel me? Same with how you dress and stuff. It's like an expression of yourself because you dress the way that you feel comfortable, that you want to dress in. At least for most people, right? Like we usually dress in things that, you know, we feel comfortable in and stuff. So you know, when you I guess get a difference in that, it's not even just about almost like yourself, because yeah, you might say, oh, you know, I guess like if you were to be treated the exact same, no matter what you look like, I don't think looks would be as important. But obviously you don't. You know, obviously you don't.
Honestly, there's some people though who actually get treated well both ways, but it's because they have that support. This is really just a problem more so for
isolated males.
isolated males, people who are like more like neurodivergent, or like just any kind of weird, quirky vibe, nerdy, geeky, anything that is very like people already saw you as weird back then. Yeah, this is really gonna affect you more.
This is gonna affect you,
know,
man.
if you were the popular kid and you got a little bit bulked because maybe it was like the football
It doesn't.
season,
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't.
nobody's gonna care, bro.
Nobody cares
know,
because
they-
you got that status with
You
you.
still got status and stuff. If you got friends around you, if you got family members that are always like, you know, you guys are cracking into this, that, third, college frats, this, that, sorors. Like, all right, you're not gonna. This is not really.
This is not gonna affect you.
This
as
is not
much.
for you, buddy.
Yeah, this is not for you,
But
man.
yeah, so that's really the video, bro. I think that's about it, bro. We might have to like.
Yeah, because it's
make
like
a
we
part
could
two,
keep.
bro.
Yeah, we could keep talking about this one, but it's like it's just gonna end up being too long. and
It's just
stuff.
gonna be a long rant.
Yeah.
I think we ranted enough, man. I think we ranted enough.
Yeah, man.
If you stayed this far into the video, man, please subscribe. Like, let us know, bro.
Subscribe,
Like,
man.
What should we do? Should we make a part 2?
Mhm.
I guess just let us know, man, because you know we got a lot of topics that we could cover.
And I'm just interested. I'm just interested to see in like how the community, like, what would they want to see, like us, you know, me and Christopher, the V twins, man. Like, what do you guys want us to honestly talk about? You feel me? Because
Yeah.
honestly, we could talk about a lot of things.
Facts.
You know, a lot of things. So, anyways, that was the video, man. That's Christopher. I'm Christian. And we're gonna be signing off now. So,
All right,
yeah, man. See you guys.
Sure.